Welcome. So let's learn some tools within the Google Cloud Platform, which will help us to secure some of our network, or you can say document, or you can say how to prevent a DDoS attack, or how to prevent some of the threats which are gonna appear within your cloud infrastructure. So, Google Cloud Armor is a great example of how Google continues to innovate on its pervasive defense in-depth security strategy, providing a rich layer of security control that can be managed at the network edge is the key tool of Google Cloud Armor. So let us understand what Google Cloud Armor is all about little more in depth, because it will really help us to configure some of its policies or some of the concepts which we can literally use it on day-to-day basis within our organizations. Google Cloud Armor security policies are something which will help you to protect your load balance applications from distributed denial of services, which is also known as DDoS attacks. Or you can say any other web-based attacks, whether the applications are deployed onto Google Cloud or in a hybrid deployment or in a multi-cloud architecture. Isn't it really great, guys? Yes, it is really great. So now let's begin creating a policy using Google Cloud Armor. Okay, so I'm going to use something called Cloud Armor here, or you can also search for network security page. Okay, so here it is. You can choose the network security or you can choose the Cloud Armor. I'm going to choose network security for a moment just to show you the page, how it looks like, because if you click on the network security, it's going to take you to the Cloud Armor page itself, onto the security policies. Okay, let's click on create policy here. You can type in something here. For example, now I'm going to type in mobile client policy. Okay, the name of the client is mobile client policy, and I can also say that the policy is for external users. Okay, so there is a default rule of action which we can do. There is one called allow, there's another called deny. For now, let us click on the deny, and deny status, let it be 403 forbidden, and click on the next step. The moment I have clicked on the next step, I will click on the moment I clicked on next step, I got an option to add in a rule or add more rules into it. It is purely optional, but just to show you guys how the policy can be created with additional rules. Okay, I'm going to click on new rule and add a description that allow traffic from a public IP address, and a private IP address, which is 192.0.2.0 0/24, and I will select the mode as a basic mode, and which is a pretty basic only, which considers to be IP ranges or IP addresses only. And what is an example here? What exactly you have to set up, like a match? You can put up to 10 IP addresses or ranges per rule to ensure the traffic is being allowed from that particular range or IP address. I'm gonna put something like 192.0.2.0 slash 24 as my IP address range. For action, I would say allow. Remember, on the first hand, we created deny rule, and now we are going to create allow rule for certain IP addresses at the network security level. If you have seen earlier, Microsoft Azure has got the similar capabilities within network security group, wherein we can create inbound rules and outbound rules by allowing certain IP addresses, certain ports, right? So similarly, we are creating a new rule here just to ensure we are allowing something here. In the priority field, we would have something to write, right? 0 is the highest here, and the largest or the lowest is somewhere around a huge number. So I'm gonna type in the position as 1000 for this, for the priority, and I'm gonna click on done. So now we have to click on next step. Once I click on the next step, apply policy to target is an option. Okay, I'm gonna click on now create policy. So we can go ahead and create another policy just to show you how the internal users or the policy for internal users will work like. Okay, so I'll name this as internal users policy, and description I will give as policy for internal test users. Okay, I will say deny here, and in the next step I will add a rule saying allow traffic from 198.51.100.0/24. Okay, once we have that, I'm gonna choose the mode as basic mode again. I'm not gonna choose the advanced mode here, and match the IP address as in 198.51.100.0/24. Okay, in the action I will choose allow, and I will also go ahead and choose preview as enable, and now the priority I'll choose as 1000 again and click on done. The target is something optional here. I'm not gonna do anything there, so I'm gonna hit create policy here. So what did we learn here? On the Google Cloud Platform, using Google Armor option within the network security, one can really build a strong inbound traffic and outbound traffic from internal users or the workloads, or from external users or from external workloads to the Google Cloud infrastructure. And remember, this is not only dedicated for Google Cloud. You can use this option for some of your workloads from multi-cloud like your AWS, Microsoft Azure, or you can also use this from your hybrid infrastructure, that is your on-premises and Google Cloud Platform. Isn't it really great? I feel it's really great. Thank you.